Internet. I need your help. So, I am a senior in mechanical engineering college, and I'm doing my senior design, and we have run into a problem. What you're looking at is our design. There are two units, a hand unit and a base unit. I'm going to read you a description of our thing because I cannot put my words through my mouth unless it's through a script. But my question for you will come after I give you the description. So our project is meant to be a simple manipulation tool intended for use with small physical components. The core function of the tool is to pick up and grab small items from a surface. Let me change views here. What fundamentally shaped the tool's design and what sets it apart from other tools meant for the same task was the goal to make the mechanism that does the task be a slightly scaled down mechanical analog of a portion of the user's hand. So the tool's mechanism matches the mechanical position of the user's hand. The intent is that the tool's mechanism feels like a natural extension of the hand so that the user's mind may control the tool as a surrogate of their own. This tool is targeted towards people who have larger hands or for people doing tasks where tweezers and forceps might be too small or simple, but pliers or bare fingers lack mechanical nuance or accessibility. The design that we settled on provides a mechanical analog of the user's thumb. Hold on, I lost my place. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. So the design that we settled on provides a mechanical analog of the user's thumb, index, and middle fingers, while the two remaining fingers are used to grip and stabilize the hand unit, as well as operating electrical switches that lock movement of the, just a moment, of the adjustable armrest. This not yet mentioned armrest allows free horizontal pivot and vertical tilt of the user's forearm, and squeezing the two switches on the tool's handle and squeezing the two switches on the tool's handle with the ring and small pinky finger independently lock each of these 2 degrees of freedom of the armrest. Possibly the main downside or constraint that our mechanism is how dramatically limited the tool's dexterity and therefore versatility is, especially when considering that it is labeled as a part manipulation tool. This poses a concern for the usefulness of the tool, so we reached a compromise. The tool is to be used in the user's non-dominant hand, and since most people are left-hand non-dominant, that's what I decided to design it for, so that the dexterity and fluency of their dominant hand is not impeded while allowing the offhand to take responsibility of grabbing and manipulating smaller items. Because of this, we called the project Mechanics Southpaw. Now, I know you don't really need to know the name of it, but it's written there, so I read it. So, hopefully you at least have a basic idea of what this is, and there's really not much special that it does, so hopefully I haven't lost you. So, as we have presented our design, we have run into a problem that I was worried about, which is they aren't sure, and it's not very clear what this thing's core function is. Like, what is a task that this fulfills, and like, what is this to be used for? Like, an axe, its purpose is to cut down a tree, or, split wood or something. A screwdriver is meant to, well, unscrew or tighten screws that, or in a way that does not damage the screw. And let me get one more example of a tool. Let's see, pliers. They're meant to grab items from a long list of shapes, dimensions, and they're meant to provide leverage from your grip onto smaller or sometimes bigger items that you just can't get the leverage to grip or manipulate with with just your hand. Or maybe it's for safety. Maybe there's something that's hot that you need to grab. You can use pliers for that too. Well, the problem that we're running into is that we need to find that. We need to be able to do that for this. Now, because this design is so unique, I guess, it's so nuanced, there's so much going on, and for what? That's the thing. I need help figuring out what can we say this is for, so that we can have something to measure it against, or to be able to pass-fail it. Because how do you market this? How do you market something that has no one singular, like, one primary use? That's the thing. So that's why I'm coming to you. I need your help. I need ideas. One of our things, and probably the thing that I think inspired this the most, was how recently I've been getting into retro gaming, which involves old equipment. And also there's some newer things that I've had, or different things other than retro gaming, but a lot of it has been electronics, where there's an old something that needs cleaned out, or something needs repaired, replaced, parts of controllers break, stuff like that. Just electronic maintenance and stuff. That is one of our main things that we've considered as, like, okay, so electronic things, they have smaller components that can sometimes be harder to grab. Now, again, if tweezers are for this whole, or if tweezers can do all of that without much issue, then what does this provide that tweezers don't? Is there a task that in electronic maintenance or something you can do with tweezers, or maybe you can't do with tweezers, that this would be a better option for? And again, I need your help figuring out what are some things that I can say, this primarily does this, but it has these features which you could use for your own thing, but its primary thing is this. And yeah, I need your help. What do you think? If maybe you've got something, maybe you know a friend. What do you think this would be good for? Leave your comments, and I appreciate any help that you offer. Every idea will be considered. Thank you.